everyone, it is John, and today I'm going to play a solo version of Valley of the Kings Afterlife. Now, I was introduced to this, well, a while ago, and it did take a while to finally get a copy of this, but it is, in my opinion, a very good game. Plays really well with 4 people, which I believe is the maximum number that can be played in this. So let's have a look at what Afterlife Valley of the Kings is all about. So with the solo play, it plays as per the normal game, and to win you must score a perfect score, which means that you've got to entomb three so you must include we'll start again. You must entomb 3 mummifications, 4 jewellery, 5 chambers, 6 weapons, 7 tomb art, and 6 uniques, as well as the 10 starter cards. Now, I'm not sure how well this will go, but that scores you 164 points. So that is, I guess, the number that I'm looking for. Now, the starter deck includes the 4 Shabti, which allow you to swap 2 cards in the pyramid or sacrifice a card in the pyramid, which is useful. Then you've got, I think, 3 urns, which allows you to put the top card of your discard pile on top of your deck. Then you've got 2 boxes of food, which is sacrifice a card in your hand to entomb a card with a lower cost. So I'm not sure how much sacrificing there will be in this game. And obviously the offering table is not going to happen, because it's only when an opponent's action would cause you to discard or sacrifice. So that'll obviously be one of the first cards that has to be entombed. So you start with 10. That your starting deck is 10. Then there are these are the cards for level 2, and they include obviously the chambers, the tomb art, the weapons, everything that you need. So there's mummification. They're the red cards, and you shuffle the level 2s, because you'll basically be filling your tomb with things from a gradual progression. So level 3 at the bottom, level 2s sit on top. Alright, next we populate our pyramid. And these other cards will sit. We'll have them sit here at the moment to represent that. Pop this out of the way. So that's our starting hand. There's our tomb, which I'm just going to pop here, because we will expand obviously quite a bit along if we're to try and meet everything that we will need to do. So actually I might just stick that. Oh, look, it can sit there. Okay. Alright, so draw a hand of 5 to start with. So that is my draw deck. My discards will go off to the side. So I have 2 urns, 2 Shabtis, and an offering table, and a very noisy child going by on their scooter. So, what have we got? So I've got 5 money. The offering table can't be used. Now I can swap cards around in the pyramid if I so desire. However, considering that I'm not having to compete against anyone, that's obviously something that doesn't need to be considered in this game. So those certainly are useful. So what I might do to start with is that I have essentially 4 money. So I'm going to entomb on my first turn and get rid of the offering table because it's really of no benefit at all at this stage. So I've got 4 money left, and with 4 money I will buy a what will I buy? I'll buy the Senate card. So that goes to my discard, and that was using 4 money to do so. Those cards now go onto there. The pyramid crumbles, and I draw a new card to replace. Goes to the top. So I then draw another 5 cards. Oh dear, look at that. It's actually that. So what do I get this time? 2 boxes of food. So I'm not going to use the sacrifice in this case. I've got nothing to put on top. I can swap some cards around in the pyramid, but again, it's not really that beneficial to do so. This costs 5, so I will spend my 5 cards, which go down in my play area. I'll buy the Grand Gallery, that goes to my discard. These are then, as I then continue to play through. So we now shuffle our deck and draw 5. So there's no time limit on this. So what have we got? So I've got 2. Now I really need to get, so I might at this stage, 1, 2, 3, spend 4 to buy Goddess Nut, and I shall entomb Senate's game, because the card, the information or the playability on the card is really not useful. It only helps if you've got an opponent. So that was my money spent. We move on. Draw a card and draw another 5. So I've got a Grand Gallery, and I've still got this. So what I'm thinking that I will be doing from now on is that, as there's no particular rush, I shall entomb a box of food. Now I've got 5 money, and with 5 money I will buy the mirror case. Yeah, so 5 money, that's that gone. Pyramid collapses. I draw another 5 cards. So there's 1. Need to reshuffle my discard pile. 2, 3, 4, 5. Comes my draw. Oh, so okay, this time I've got a fair bit of money. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. And of course you can only ever buy 1 card as an action, unless you've got a card that obviously allows you to do otherwise. 2, 3, so 7 money, nothing really exciting. So I might actually spend, I shall spend 3 to buy the harvest, and then I'm going to entomb that. Then I've got 3 money left, which won't buy anything on the bottom line, so that's that done. Pyramid collapses, and this is the way that the game will continue to go until the stock deck has emptied and the last item has been taken from the pyramid. So what have we got here? So I will immediately bury that. I've got 3, 4, 5. 5 money. I shall spend 3 to buy Sereb. Then I'm going to put top card of my discard on top of my deck, and no great benefit. So that goes there, the pyramid collapses. Draw another 5 cards. 1, 2, so this only generates me 1 money, which is nothing spectacular. So I'm going to entomb this, and with my 4 money I'm going to buy a mummification. Goes to the discard. You can see the game plays very well. Oh, sorry, very quickly. So we are continuing along. So a bit of money this time. So I shall spend now. I'm needing to have a look at this because I honestly cannot see how you cannot. So it says here, you may examine the boneyard whenever you wish. You may examine your discard pile whenever you wish. You may not execute an action that refers, and duplicate set cards in your tomb count against you. So, okay, so they count against me in... Alright, well that's interesting. So we will continue on. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So there's 5 chambers. I have got to get everything. So what am I going to do? Alright, look, I'm going to bury, entomb. Then I'm going to spend my I will at this stage take use my mirror case to swap with actually there's no great need to do that at this stage, so so I'll spend 4, take the offering chapel, and that has no effect. I can sacrifice a card from the pyramid, which I won't do at this stage. So that is that turn finished. Right, now I've skipped on, and rather than have you bored with my tedium, that goes there. And we are now down to the last round. Well, almost the last round. There's only one stock card left, and somehow I have got to get all my cards that are there into the tomb. All right. So this is not going to be of any benefit at all. So I will entomb the Kopesh. So I've got all three of the mummification now, which is good. Then I have 7 money, 10 money. So 7 will buy me the goddess Mat. So the pyramid is now collapsing. I might try for that and that. And now we're in the end game phase now, where they're the last cards available to me to buy. So we draw 1, 2. Okay, so I'm going to play Entomb, the top card of your deck. Goddess Mat, well, that's good. That's 6. So I need to get the Apis bull in play to be able to do anything. Then I'm going to play this to put a card in play back into my hand, of which I will then play, and hope this works, Goddess Mat. Well, that's of no use to me at all now, because sadly I've now duplicated a card, which is a negative point. Then I've got 4, 5, 6, which will buy me the Apis bull. And these then drop down. I draw another 5. 5, 1 card left. So I'm going to play the discard, sorry, Entomb. Then shall sacrifice the Apis bull, seeing I've just bought it. Yes, I did buy it. Then what am I doing now? Burial chamber, which I've already, no, I don't have in play, do I? 7 will buy me, I've got a brooch, I'm sure I've got a brooch. Alright, that that'll work. I will spend 5 to buy the brooch, and then now it says here that it says here you may not execute an action that refers to another player. Alright, so put a card from your hand into an opponent's tomb, can't execute that. However, I can entomb a card from your hand or discard pile. So I'm going to go to my discard pile and I will entomb an Apis ball. Alright, so that's that, and that was that turn done. 3 buys to end the game. One. The problem though is I need to get so much. And I think this is the tricky part of the game now, is that I don't think I'm going to be able to get everything that I need. So I will So I'll play the Kopish to discard a set card. So I will discard and then take a card. And I don't think that's going to help me at all, is it? No, that's not going to help me, because I've got the spear and the bow in my collection already, but I will I'll take the bow. So that was 3, 6, 9, 10. I can sacrifice a card, which I guess is not really very bright, because that just leaves me 1 card now. But it's a duplicate, so whether or not I can empty my hand, and I will not spend, I will instead bury. Oh, sorry, entomb. Why do I keep saying bury? And these I don't do anything with. Put them aside. Entomb to sacrifice, that's not going to help me. So I'm going to entomb the top card. Burial chamber, that helps. And that's that action. Then I'm going to not spend anything and put the chalice into that. That goes to my discard. So I hope I'm doing this correctly. This is the first time I've played through. Look, if people have played this solo before and they have spotted I'm doing something wrong, please comment. I won't be offended, as long as you're nice about it. So what do we got? Brooches. Take a set card that is not the same as any. Take a set card. Well, I don't want any of those. So I'm going to entomb the top card. Okay, so that's one more of those. If it's a starter, you may entomb a second card, which I will do. Excellent. Alright, so that's now got me those. So that worked out well. And then I shall entomb a brooch. And won't do anything with the rest. So that goes to there. And I've got what, 1, 2. 3, 4, 5. So I'll entomb the top card of my deck. Just the other shabty. Alright, that's helping, I guess. If it's a starter, you may entomb a second card. Well, I've got no draw because everything else is here in my hand. I shall then bury the Kopesh. And that will be my turn. So I'm now down to, well, essentially only 4 cards and one that's there. So this is, I guess, going to be a bit of a drawn. I will then bury that. I shall I guess do nothing. Not spend anything, not action any of the cards. So what does it say here? Each card in your hand can be played for only one purpose. Buy a card, execute, or entomb the card. So I need to have a look at, have I been doing this wrong in the fact that you must action the cards when you play them? Well, there we go. I've done that wrong. You may buy any number of cards during your turn that you can afford. So I've missed that bit. You can play your cards on the table and execute, carry out its action. Must complete. Furthermore, you must execute the parts in order. Completing. Yep, you must complete all the action parts unless otherwise noted. You may execute any number of actions. The cards, when a card is played for it, you cannot use its gold value. So, and then you can entomb. So, I'm hoping that I'm actually doing this right, but because these now go back to my discard pile, which then becomes my draw pile, and it really doesn't matter so it's all coming down to that card's useless, so is that one. So I've got a bow. I need to be able to do that. The problem though is I need the Shabti to go into my deck, or sorry, into my tomb. These two are duplicates, but their value of 4 won't allow me to buy the that particular, the Peshish Kef, I think that's how it's pronounced. Tomb it in your tomb. So I think what will happen is that see that I can't use that one because that's I've already got all the sets, so that's not going to help the bow. I guess I'm not going to be able to do anything, because to end the game I either sacrifice the card and then be 1 point short, I suppose, because they're all duplicates. Because I can't take anything, I can't set aside any cards, so I guess for 1 point not succeeding, I guess I sacrifice that, and that ends the game. So let's have a look at how this is now all scored. So that's my discard pile. This is the boneyard, so the boneyard can go aside, and that's the discards. So let's have a look at scoring. To win, you must entomb, what's this? Let's put my pencil here so I can keep this back. So I need to have 3 mummifications. So I've got 1, 2, 3. So there's my 3 mummifications. I've met that. Then I need 5 chambers. So here's the chambers, all unique. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so none of them, no, none of those are duplicated. So I have all 5 of those. Then I need the 6 weapons. So none of these have been duplicated. So yes, I have all 6 of those. Then I need the 7 tomb art. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I've got a duplicate, which is going to count against me. So that's 1 left over. 6 uniques. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I've got all 6 uniques. That's useful. And then the that's interesting. Jewellery. Sorry, I've missed the jewellery. So 4 jewellery. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's the jewellery. Got all 4 pieces of jewellery. So 1 duplicate in the pile, and as we know, I've only got 9 of the 10 starters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I've only got 9 of the starters. So to win, I must have a perfect score, which is 164. Well, I'm not going to get 164. So let's just see, I guess, how close I came on my first game. So 9 victory points, because these are all worth 1 apiece. So the starters get me 9. Now these purples are 2, 4, 9, 12, 16, 19. So is that right? 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 and 6 is 14. And 5 is 19. Yep, so that's 19 points for the uniques. Then we have all 3 of those. So 3 3s are 9. That's 9 points for that. I've got all 5 of the chambers, so 5 5s are 25. Oh, now I'm knocking my camera. I've got all 6 of the weapons, so 6 6s are 36. And then I do indeed all have 7 7s, 49. and that will give me 20, 47, 4, 8, 11, and 2, it's 13, 14. No, that's not right. I can't add up. So let me grab my calculator while I'm thinking, why is this score looking so strange? Let's have a look. So I got 9 points for the starters, got 19 for the uniques, I got 9 for the mummification, 25, 5 5s are 25 for the chambers, 6 6s are 36 for the weapons, and the 2 marked 7 7s are 49. Okay, yep, so my maths is right. So I got 147, of which I lose, obviously, not having the 1 victory point and not being able to... Alright, so I wonder how they get 164 as the... because all I can see is 1 victory point and the goddess Mart. Interesting. So I'll have to have another closer look at how the arithmetic is carried out on this, but certainly only got 147 points. Because, let me have a look. So according to this then, if you've got 3 3s and 9, so... I've forgotten the... oh no, I've got that. 9 uniques. Oh, I didn't score the jewellery by the looks of it. So let's try this again and see how we go if I've got this properly now. So looking at how... so the jewellery is... so the tomb... so the mummification, let's get them out of the way. So the mummification gets me 9 points. The jewellery, 4 4s are 16. That. Then I got the chambers, which is 5 5s are 25. 6 weapons, 6 6s are 36. 2 mark, 7 7s are 49. 6 uniques, which we know came to 19 points. And the starter cards, I only got 9. So let's see if my maths works better this time. So I get 9, and 16, and 25, and 36, and 49, and 19, and 9. So I got 163. So that's where that works out. I'd forgotten to calculate that. So it says here that the game here, you may examine the boneyard, you may examine here. Duplicate sets in your tomb count against you. So I've got no duplicate sets. So I would assume that this counts against me, and so I'm assuming that that counts as a -1 perhaps. So I got 162. So yes, look, this is an interesting game. I don't know whether or not playing solo is the best. I think I'd prefer to play this with more people, So this set is for 4, but yeah, anyway, so look, I've played that. If people have picked up that I've been doing things wrong, look, please tell me. I should go have a look on Board Game Geek and see if there's any clarifications for solo play with this. But look, I really do enjoy playing Valley of the Kings Afterlife. Thank you very much for watching. Till next time, signing off, the Honourable John.